Sir King.
Rain down, Lord, please, let your love fall and just
Sir
rain.
King.
Lord, please, just rain down.
Sir
Lord, please,
King.
let your love shower us blood rain. Lord,
Sir King.
rain, Lord, rain, rain, Lord, rain, rain, Lord, rain, rain, Lord,
Sir King.
down. Lord, rain, we need it. Rain, Lord, rain down. Lord, rain, we need it.
Sir King.
I make it rain down. Lord, rain, we need it. I make it rain, Lord.
Sir King.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. I mean, we do have a lot to be thankful for, even though some of y'all may not say so. So, if you got your health, if you got some food, if you got some shelter, then you got things you should be thankful for. I know there are some people who don't have that, but you're still on this earth, so be thankful for that as well. So I think I figured it out, y'all. I think I figured it out. So regarding this real world economy, I think the tariff situation is going to cause political tension. We know that. But I think it's going to raise prices, right? But I think companies are going to still be able to make profit because now what environment are we in? What's up with everyone? How you doing? Thank you for commenting on my videos. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Um, so inflation, companies have made record profit, right? So if you would do tariffs, the companies are already said they're gonna pass the cost on to the consumer, which means that Wall Street is going to make record prices again. Because I could have figured that out. The only way that's not going to work is if people drastically cut their spending, or people start losing their jobs, so therefore they can't make no money. But we'll see. We'll definitely see because that's scary. And then a lot of these, he wants to impose the heaviest tariffs on Mexico and Canada, and we do a lot of trading with Canada. I mean, sorry, a lot of Canada, I mean, a lot of trading with Mexico. So I don't know what's going on, y'all. It's kind of scary if you think about it because the first thing I told you, the first thing that companies do to address rising costs is what? They cut marketing and they cut jobs. So I just really and damn yeah, it's just yeah, it's really really deep. It's really really deep if you think about it. Because this whole cryptocurrency thing, right? I think if you raise the debt or if you raise it, then that will force us to get into a new form of economic system. I'm feeling. But anyway, moving right along. Anything happened at the gym? Nah, not too much happened at the gym. Things just been normal at the gym. Please make sure y'all do your exercise. I know a lot of y'all gonna be consuming this food, this gluttonous food, this ham, sweets, potato pie, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, ham, turkey, rice, stuffing. So make sure y'all take care of y'all bodies. Um, make sure you exercise after it. It's nothing to indulge, but to indulge and not do nothing is detrimental to your body. And a lot of people eat stuff leftovers, which is fine. But make sure y'all do your exercise. Make sure y'all do your exercise. That's all I say. Because health is wealth. What's the other thing I want to talk about? What's up, Brad's wife? Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you're doing well. Um, okay, so this other thing I want to talk, and I have to go shortly, but this other thing I want to talk about, it's ironic how I'm gonna talk about something like just let the universe get its revenge. And I'm gonna tell you a story while being mm, ambiguous at the same time. So this person, that's why I have lazy. Don't let lazy become you. Because the Bible says like laziness is like a bug that will infect you or something like that and lead you to poverty. So in this particular situation, this person is in a position where they can be lazy, right? Because they kind of like the boss, the supervisor, right? So they just lazy, 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 lazy. I mean blatantly lazy because they know they can get away with it. So then they go to another location and they take their lazy ways with them, and they bring the same shit when they were supposed to be at this other location helping out. But I feel like they so used to their lazy ways that they brought their lazy ways to this other location, and really I feel messed up their reputation because they so used to getting away with laziness that they brought it to a place that wasn't used to laziness. So that's why I say if y'all ever are lazy and think it's cool and think it's right, it's going to catch up with you. That's all I'm saying. So never ever think it's cool if the culture is copacetic and all that cool and lazy. Don't fall into that trap. Don't fall into that trap because it's going to be one day where you're going to actually have to do work or somebody going to see you not doing work that's accustomed to working and it's going to get you. So yeah, just never get used to laziness. It's never a benefit. Never ever. What's up? Happy things. I can't talk. Y'all sorry I can't talk, y'all. Damn. Um, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Never ever. I don't know why. I'm just so jittery today because I got a lot of stuff to do. I guess. So I'm gonna get to why Pizarro's in trouble. So the government is really, really cracking down on these cash out transactions and shit like that. So to the point, I put a video on my wall. Go check it out. It may pertain to you. It may not pertain to you. You don't have to be necessarily a content creator for that video to pertain to you. But that video is very good and concise. I don't like long videos where people start talking for hours on end and they really, I mean, they sharing stuff, but it's like a bunch of filler stuff. That video is straight to the point. The guy talks about how the IRS and all these companies are going to be sending, I forget what it's called, some kind of form to the, like I told you, I was reporting, I talked about it the other day with Lemon, kind of not pertaining to Cash App, but pertaining to YouTube. And I was saying these companies report to the IRS how much they're paying you. But this is different because Cash App and all these other things ain't paying you. They're saying this is how much this person is getting and so forth. So make sure y'all check it out. And the reason why I said Pizarro's in trouble because Pizarro now has to report. Thank you, Cruiser. With your cruise himself. I bet you on a cruise right now. Cruiser says a 1099K. So Pizarro now has to report, or whoever has that cash out in their name is now is getting reported by the IRS. How I feel. Now I don't know what else. She may have some fugazi ass shit set up that she might go undetected, whatever. But she now has to report. If she don't report, that's still being reported to the IRS. And like the guy says, you can't run away from the IRS. So you're going to have to report. So pretty much what he was saying in that video for the likes of Pizarro and anybody else who has a business through YouTube or not through YouTube, you can sit on whatever you're making shirts all damn day and get it, paid through Cash App or whatever. If they deem that as a service or something, then you have to, and you're over, I think it's now $600. He says in the video the threshold of 5,000. I think he's saying that they're trying not to really hammer the people that they know who may really be in need of that. So just check out that video. And like I say, he said the key thing he says is don't try to not report because it's going to get reported, and then the IRS is going to start looking at that. So it's best to just sit up there and whatever they say you owe, you owe. Now, the crazy thing to me is how are they going to differentiate from if Cruiser sends me $20 so I can go get me a video game and not constitute that as services, goods and services. So that's something that I feel like they haven't worked out yet to the greatest degree because somebody may be sending their mother $500 to help pay her rent each month. That's not necessarily grandma receiving goods and services. So I don't know how they're going to. That's the whole thing that stalled that whole thing from really being implemented last year. So I don't know. And if anybody knows on Cash App, they kind of force everybody into a headlock if they deemed your thing of being a business. So maybe they may just target those whose things are deemed a business. I don't know. Cruiser says they will be required to send a 1099K to the individual in the IRS all over $600. But if you listen to that video that I got on my community wall, he says something about a $5,000 threshold. But you actually right the way things are going now, but they're working on stuff for what he was saying in legislation to get that maybe pushed up to 5,000 instead of $600. And it's stupid, right? I mean, it's stupid. Why are you going after people who got who went over the limit of $600? Like that's going to create so much work on the IRS, and a lot of that stuff is going to be erroneous. You know what I mean? Because if 600, Cruiser could send me a gift for $600 for the holidays. So I guess one way to circumvent all that is just to put gift in the subject line. So like if it ever comes to the point that you get audited, at least you have it there that it says gift. So I don't know. And that's why that info line is extremely important. Right, Cruiser. So when Cruiser said that info line, she's saying there's a line there where you could describe the purpose of the transaction. You can describe the purpose of the transaction. The purpose of the transaction, you should just put gift. Because in the video, he says they're not going after gift or stuff like that. They're going after things that are deemed as goods and services provided. So yeah, definitely check out the video. It's not long. It's definitely help you. It'll get you prepared for tax season. I'll tell you that much. Well, it's the same as a 1099, and it's your responsibility to report if you meet the threshold. Yeah, but in this situation, he's saying, yeah, some people don't report, right? And if the other side don't report, then it's pretty much a wash unless it's egregious. But in this situation, he was saying, okay, if you don't report, they're gonna report. So don't get it twisted. Like you think you're gonna get away with it. So that's why I was saying, Pizarro, she need to watch out because if she's taking in all this, and I'm not counting her pockets, this pertains to a whole bunch of other content creators. That's why I was telling Lemon the other day, set some of this money aside because if you're up there spending that money and then Uncle Sam says, "Where's my 50 or whatever percent?" and you don't have that, well, you're going to be in a whole bunch of trouble. And then the IRS card charges interest as well. So that's the only thing I was saying in that capacity. So it's ironic that unless they always listen to what we're saying, but this video just came out. I feel how he was spot on about the new requirements. Now when everybody starts crying and yelling, then they may put a hold on it, you know. But I think it's kind of sad that you're coming after United States citizens for $600 while you're sitting up there trying to contemplate ways to give corporations tax breaks so they don't have to pay anything. Like, come on, really, really, really. We're not in the prosperous times where people are, you know, wages are equaling the cost of living. So I think that's kind of effed up, to be honest. Um, okay, let me see, let me see, let me see. Okay, and other than okay, yeah. So other than that, that's about it. Ain't much going on. I just want to stop down and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to dollar sign Sir King Crown. It'd be tremendously appreciated. Um, I really don't know what's going on. I heard Jay Dunn and Intrinsic really got into it. And that was always odd to me because I know that Intrinsic doesn't seem bothered or whatever, but that was what Jay Dunn really did to Intrinsic was really invasive. And from what I heard, Intrinsic said that she was just either getting back with somebody that she had like, you know, fallen out with, and Jay Dunn didn't like that, so therefore she put on. And I know there's some discrepancies in the story, but she put what's her name, Intrinsic's nudes on her wall, blurred out, you know, So would it be revenge porn? But still, they've been holding it since 202. If you only made 600, you don't have to file. Although it's reported, it's 3,000 this year. Oh, sorry, it's 5,000 this year. Okay, I appreciate that update. If you only made 600, you don't have to file. Although it's reported, it's 5,000 this year. Yeah, but Cash App and them. Oh, and the real interesting caveat, Zelle, they were saying is not included in that because Zelle is he said is considered bank to bank. So I don't know if he was saying Zelle doesn't report if you pay because it's considered a bank to bank transfer. So that was interesting. I have to look into that more. But you said the only thing that doesn't report how much is Zelle. But Zelle got all your y'all mostly all your damn government information on it anyway. So there's no ambiguity as to who's doing what. But that was an interesting part of that. 2,500 next year, the 600 the year after. So you said that's the threshold? Who says Zelle is a service that allows you to send money directly between bank accounts in the United States? Right, but that could also be a form of payment. So similar to a wire, exactly. So I mean, I'm not advocating that, but if people want to circumvent that reporting process, it seems that Zelle will be the way to be, or Zelle will be the way to go. Um, because I guess they don't report. It's just like Cruiser says, a bank to bank transfer. So that's all interesting. Let me stop talking before for you. We know your profession already, Cruiser. You are a booking agent for all the major cruise lines in America. We know your profession. You ain't hiding nothing. That's why you going after Jay Wilson, apparently or allegedly, for messing up your professional reputation in the cruise line industry. So we know what you do. Take it as you may. Um, I'm gonna drop the link real quick, Cruiser, because I know all that typing can get on your nerves, and I got about 5 to 10 minutes or so. Let me drop it so if Cruiser gotta say what she gotta say instead of engaging in the chat. Other than that, that's about it. Like I said, I don't know too much else going on. Um, I mean, like I said, I took advantage of some Black Friday sales, but it's a damn shame. And I know this is not everybody, but it's a damn shame how y'all guilt these content creators when they come out here and want to be blessed, to say stop begging. I already broke it down for you. We ain't making no money, and let's just be honest. Lemon ain't really making no money either. And I'm not coming at Lemon, but I just want to be honest with people who think that the perception that we make all this money on here, and we don't. We just told you how the government is gonna come after people now for the cash after receive. So that's a cut in it. That's whatever the government they consider that untaxed income. So they gonna take at least 30-40% on that. Then Mama YouTube taking 50% of what she get, pretty much everything from the super chats to the ads to all of that. So we really don't make that much money like y'all think we do. So that's why I kind of get upset when people, well, I come and say, hey, you want to contribute to a video game? Feel free to do so. I get upset when people stop begging. But you watching me for free. But we helped you cut your cord that you was paying $130 at least per month. Now you ain't really paying nothing unless you got YouTube Red, which is averaging $18 for the single package and $24 for the family package. And you get incessant content, and there's no obligation for you to watch the channels that you pay, except for your YouTube Red. Only thing you really got to pay for is your internet, unless you're getting there from the city. So that's why I kind of get upset when people say stop begging, because it's like you enjoy something that people are providing for you on an assisted basis and not really getting paid a fair market value. Because as much as Jay Wilson come online and provide content and talk on them day all damn day, he not really getting paid a fair market value for what he's provided to the people compared to what the platform owner is making off of us and him and all that. If you want to think about it, we're not pulling in $2,500 per episode. And really, if you think about it, a Tyler Perry episode only really lasts 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes we on this bad boy for 3, 4, 5 hours. Consider Lemon. Lemon is doing like, if you think about it, 10 episodes in one night. How you doing, Miss Cruiser?
Hey, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. So
Happy
real
thing.
quick, I know you gotta go. So what I was saying was they're required to report it. If let's say Cash App by itself, because all these Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, they don't talk to each other. So they don't know what people received on the others. They only know what Cruiser received from them. So if Cruiser hits 600, they're going to send a 1099K to Cruiser, 1099K to IRS. However, as long as all of Cruiser's collecting from Cash App, PayPal, Venmo does not come up over $5,000 this tax season, Cruiser don't have to file it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Now,
So,
they've been putting off this rule since 2002 because it's so convoluted. They're trying to figure out a way to make it
It's me.
work. So because they haven't figured out a way to make it work yet, because it's going to make IRS people who prepare taxes and IRS people is just going to just get out of control, right? So this year they put it at 5,000. Next tax season is going to be 2,500, and eventually it's going to be that 600. And that's why I was saying that 4 line is so important. Like when I send my kids money, I put in there, you know, uh, paying back mommy, or I put something in there so it doesn't look like they're making money off of me or whatever. Or if I send something to somebody, my mom, I put in their love offering so it doesn't look like she is, making money. It doesn't look like income. So that 4 line is extremely important because it determines whether the person receiving money is actually is revenue. Like if somebody send me money for a cruise, is revenue, right? So that's determines. And people think, well, I'm a content creator. When they send me money, it's a gift. Content creating is a service. That's a service. And a lot of people say, I'm giving you a service, I'm giving you entertainment. So by their own admission, they're saying they're giving a service. So that is revenue for you. And it's, you have to file that. So that's how that's working out. And that's what I meant. It's like a 1099 INC. Banks or any type of financial people, the interest that you make over $10, they have to report it. But whether you have to report that on your taxes or not depends on whether you reach a certain amount.
got you. Thank you for that information. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Your friend is up here, Cruiser, Miss Tulsa. Hello, Miss Tulsa. Or Queen Tulsa.
Hey, how are you doing? Grand Rising. Happy holidays to you all.
Good
Same.
morning. Happy holidays. I'm gonna slide on down. I just want to share that information right there.
Okay,
Okay.
Miss Cruiser, thank you so much.
All right. So listen here, Sir King. How are you doing this rising?
Good yourself. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
I know, thank you. So how do you feel about Lemon? You know that this just Krista lady is trying to take him down.
How is she trying to take him down?
Well, he was supposed to have the love for Lemon, and she made like a big old hissy fit about it because Pizarro was actually going to do it for him. And he tried to make it seem like she was just also interested in him. But it was, remember that day when she had flashed Lemon on his live?
Yes.
Okay, remember? Okay, so she sent him $50. And then, do you remember Duke coming over? Duke was gonna do like a wet t-shirt contest, but he had Janet Jackson on the thumbnail. He had Lemon on there. Do you remember that?
No, I'm not so familiar with that.
Okay, well that right there says that it was a whole play. And now that I'm seeing that just Krista left his platform to go over there and listen to some music, it seems like she's more loyal to to Duke than she is Lemon. Do you see that or am I tripping?
Oh well, I've been on that. I mean, Krista is just with Lemon for the immediate benefit, whether it be cash apps, views, assets, whatever. So she may really not enjoy someone. I think Krista really likes, no offense to you, Lemon, a more mature, seasoned man. And she's only playing with Lemon because she knows that, she likes to toy with things. So that's how I honestly feel. You know, she
So
had
how do you feel about Envy taking his name?
uh mm, that the ease of what he said, I don't think is necessarily true. Knowing the due diligence of YouTube, he would not. The only thing I can say is because Lemon, we found out, knows a plethora of people that we didn't think he knew. Right prior to his channel emergence, we only knew he knew these people due to all these influx of people. Um, so to answer your question is the only way that would really logically, tangibly, possibly happen if he reached out to Envy and asked Envy to put the channel in his name, meaning that Envy put Lemon's channel with his government information, because that wouldn't fly with YouTube. They all verify on multiple levels who's the real channel owner on that. So it could be, to me, it seems it could have been a lot of fluff, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, you do know that that's just Krista's ex-boyfriend.
I did not know that, but do you have to look at people the long way? And see, I told someone this. Those individuals that Lemon is social with, that we didn't know he's social with, have a different rules, do separate set of rules and ethics they go by. We don't do that shit over here. Like we really don't, to be honest. So when you start congregating with people who do things by a different way, you may set yourself up to that internal sabotage operation. So
Mhm.
mhm, I don't know. Like I said, he seems very familiar with those individuals. Because let me tell you something, Queen Tulsa. None of the
Mhm.
people congregating over here before that portal of living was open. They may have been in the sky, but they never hit a link. Never over here. Now I know people went over there and maybe watched them or engaged with them, but them proactively coming over here, we didn't know that prior to living, to be honest.
Damn. So have you had a conversation with him to kind of like, kind of give him a heads
You know,
up? Maybe you
a lot of
should.
people, a lot of people feel that Avatar Nation or whatever has not spoken with him, and then we left him out in the wind to just swing back and forth to get it, nipped by the vultures. But that's not the case. We have had conversations, private conversations with him in person via Zoom and tell them, man, what you doing? Like, do this, do that. I know Auntie Donna and I for sure had one. But he says he's hard headed, so we can only do so much. But when they were threatening to take his page, he says he doesn't care. So when you mention those words, then I begin to say, okay, maybe you want the show to keep going until the show is stopped. So
Right. Oh my goodness. So let me ask you this. Who do you think is really in his corner?
like he sweat say, nobody.
Do you think that it's in the works for them to try to maybe take his channel? Because um
Yes, because even dragons, don't, even dragons, like you will have friends. Tulsa is like this: you'll have friends as long as they in the same position as you. But when they start elevating, their own unconscious or conscious jealousy starts to take over, and they may purposely try to sabotage, so you don't reach the level that they know they maybe can't reach. You know, so I feel that people they said it numerous times. When they go over to their own domain and you listen to what they're saying, they say that, oh, limit this, limit that, da, 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 da. Like they don't like that he's got the views, he's got the support, he's getting the monetary gain, and then when he publicly comes out and says that stuff, that only like sticks a sword in their chest or their side to let them know that they haven't reached the level that he's reached yet. So it promotes jealousy. That's why I tell Lemon to shut up when you start talking about that money stuff because people get jealous. Even if they don't want to get jealous, "Yeah, damn, this nigga gonna be making that, and I can't even get 15 people in my chat. No, no, no. So that's why people be hoping he fall asleep, because then they can promote themselves without his interruption. So,
Damn, that makes a lot of sense. It definitely makes a lot of sense. What other questions do I have? Let's see. So with him having all these numbers, and I'm just looking at all the players. You got Ness, you got Shaquem. I'm trying to think of the people. Well, Jay Dunn was at him at one point in time because they weren't really talking. How did you feel about his collaboration with Jay Dunn?
stupid. Y'all stupid, because Lemon has no, like, it's not, Lemon has been on this application on this side of the business on the B sector for a good while, so he knows what Jay Dunn's capable of. But I say Jay Dunn has a disarming voice, and Jay Dunn is very manipulative in a way that she knows how to garner your support, and even in the background, we've seen this with a plethora of people, and make you think that she really care for you. But when you start to stand up for yourself, or you may unintentionally do something. So if you, like me, if I'm great friends with Jay Dunn and Queen Tussle, you say something negative about her in my presence, she'll feel that because I didn't stop you and drop you, that therefore I betrayed her and now I have to suffer her wrath. And her wrath could be anything from calling your job to calling the highway patrol on you to calling the Humane Society, whatever she feel fits the crime. Um, that's the thing. I thought, why are you engaging with her? And then he winds up trusting her. And I'm like, huh? And then she sat up there and played in his face with the whole dog thing. I mean, with the whole brother thing. But I'll let you respond to that. Give me 1 minute. Hold on.
Okay. Because I was going to say, when it comes to his business, she wanted to be a part of that contest so bad. Like, nobody chose her. And I've noticed, like, people are paying her off panels. Like, but her rhetoric and talking about kids and stuff, she just goes so low. Instead of keeping it on the person, it's like she will invite everybody because, like, she's miserable. Like, she really, when I really think about it, she has nobody. I don't ever hear her saying, "Oh, well, I went out and, or I had friends over, or it just kind of seems like we thinking that Chris is bedridden. At this point, I'm starting to think she's bedridden.
Written? What you mean written?
Like, she's just bedbound.
I don't know. I don't. I think.
I mean, no, it's no shade, but it's just she uses her money to flaunt and to get her way. She reminds me of Diddy because speaking of him, he thought that he could pay his way out of everything, and he's went up 4 times and got denied bail.
Well, I mean, that's because if you want to go to Diddy situation, I think you're really seeing a real life scenario at the invisible forces of power at play, meaning that your bill money don't mean crap, because there are people behind the scenes that's saying, "Do you want him out? Do you, or do you? Is he staying there?" And they say, "Stay his ass in," because of whatever he did. We don't know what Diddy did to them people in power, right? We know somewhat of what he did with that threat that he made about racism, but I'm sure it's more convoluted than that. Um, so yeah, that's, I think, what we really seeing is that I think really now Diddy's money is worthless.
Do
Unless
you
he,
think TD Jake's money is going to be worthless soon?
tell me about that.
So TD Jakes has actually filed a lawsuit against an accuser. This accuser is a S offender, and I guess he worked in the church or whatever. But he said that he was, um, you know, touched or violated by TD Jakes, and TD Jakes filed a lawsuit, and he fell out in church the other day. I feel like that was all staged. Um, And yeah. So
Um,
when I say that, I feel like, yeah, he's a pastor, this, that, and the third. And there were allegations that he was at a Diddy party. There's video footage of him being at Kim Porter's gravesite hugging Diddy. And he was supposed to change Diddy's image or help him change his image. But now he's in a lawsuit for violating somebody.
I'm not saying that that's not. How are TD Jakes gonna change your image? I understand where you're coming from, but there's so much that Diddy did that kind of no pastor can erase. To be honest, but I don't know. I mean, it's what somebody said. The evolution of social media has changed the game. Um, and all this stuff that would it be seen if it wasn't for or heard if it wasn't for social media? I really want to know, to be
But peep
honest.
this out. TD Jakes is trying to, call out this man for being an S offender. But there was a lawsuit back in the day in Virginia where he was in court, um, I believe, with it was like an allegation of some sort. So when we talk about going back to somebody's record, I don't think for 1 second that that man don't know about the allegation that happened back in like 20 something, um, that Bishop Jakes had got off of.
Well, this is the thing. When you do a lot of stuff to a lot of people, you tend to forget, I guess. And maybe he forgot and hoped that it come up. But I do think there's some validity in that because I mean, let's just be honest. A lot of people in the church do abuse their power, regardless of what denomination it is. They do abuse their power against people that they feel is vulnerable and then threaten them with God, I feel, to keep them keep them in control. So keep them under control.
Yeah, I've got the court docs. I'll probably like do something later.
Yeah, it's really sad and it's unfortunate that maybe I don't know. This year has been a really interesting year.
Yeah,
Really.
this is the year to expose, but that psychic Sloan Bella said that Diddy's whoever his three main men are, they are going down with him. So I'm thinking that the first one is TD Jakes, and the other two as far as his right hand man. Um,
Rick
I'm
Ross.
thinking Stevie J. Stevie J was out here smiling, cheesing, and saying that he was innocent. You remember that? But I want you to pay attention to this. Who did Stevie J get married to
I don't know, some lady.
recently? Well, maybe like a few years ago, but I think they're divorced.
Rashida,
But
was it
he,
Rashida? I don't know.
he married Faith Evans.
Okay.
Who is Faith Evans?
Biggie Smalls' wife.
She was okay. So when you think about that, you're thinking about keeping the money in house.
For sure. Yeah.
So you divorce that bitch, and she's gonna have to pay you alimony because she's got the money. You see where I'm going with that.
hmm And then give it right back to Diddy.
You see what I'm saying? But who was with Diddy in the public? Stevie J. So
No, I want to hear from Justin Bieber. That's what I want to hear from. Why he putting out these subliminals and stuff? What's going on, Justin?
oh
I want to.
well, Usher went on plenty of interviews and he was talking. You know what? You are right when you say who's the bigger executives that he pissed off. Well, see, look, they had been on his ass for a long time because Usher was out doing interviews and was making these accusations about him in the public, saying, "Oh, we went to his house. It was stuff that I'd never seen." All that's coming back up. Usher came.
Exactly.
Well, his mom came to my school in Atlanta, Georgia. It was Margaret Mitchell Elementary. She came, but Usher was not with her. She gave out My Way little posters. That's when CDs was out. Usher wasn't with her. His mama came for career day.
Why her mama come?
Well, Usher was allegedly around that time over at Diddy's getting to know the industry. See, the
Uh,
parents, just like those ladies in the R. Kelly, some people will sick. Some people is like that.
oh, he's probably allegedly said, "Mama, you got to get to work. Go to that school, put the posters out while I spend time with your son." So, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was on Sherelle's. That's my yeah. I like her. Her and Perry. We didn't went back and forth in the past, but yeah, they're cool.
that's crazy. Well, Mr. Queen I have to get going, but I appreciate that insight because I think Justin holds the key to a lot of that stuff that he saw. And that's why he may be going what he's going through right now. He's stressed. They say he may have
Well,
to get back on the road.
well,
Oh,
peep this out. Somebody else that I want you to keep an eye out for, Trey Songs.
bottoms up.
Uh-huh. You get into it. All right. Well, thank you for having me. Have a beautiful day on purpose.
Sure thing. Say it to you. Take care now.
Okay.
All right, y'all go so quick. What's the name of your channel? Oh, well, I know it's Queen Tulsa. I think it's Court with Queen Tulsa, something like that. I think honestly, Queen Tulsa should start two different channels because a lot of I feel personally from what I see, this is no shade, so I don't think it's any shade. But when you have a split topic channel, a lot of people don't get that traction. And I feel Queen Tulsa has a split topic channel, meaning that she does celebrity news and she'll talk about the mess over here. You have to have topic or category specific channels, you know. And I feel that may be if she had just a straight B sector messy channel, that would get traction over there. And if she had a celebrity news channel, then that would be separate. Because a lot of people over here, they don't really gravitate towards channels that are split focus from what I noticed. That's my suggestion to you. 'Cause I check you out, but then the subject line determines a lot too. So even though I'm talking about IRS, I gotta put Pizarro's name in it, right? That's the name of the game. Because if I put IRS, then ain't nobody really want to check for that because they don't want to hear them about the IRS. But I put Pizarro might get hemmed up by the IRS. Oh hell, everybody come flying over here. So it's just marketing. But yeah, that's what I just want to share with you. Her channel is Next Case with Queen Tulsa, so make sure you go subscribe to her. Make sure you subscribe to Cruiser, our professional cruise agent over here as well. You said next case. Oh, okay, all right. Then I was wrong. Okay, so her next case is beef sector. Okay, all right. She can be messy and serious. Yes, she can. What's up, Michi Black? How you doing? Klondike say Justin is embarrassed. I feel bad for him. Well, Klondike, that boy got a whole bunch of issues. He can't get. He cried because of his girl. But there was a song that I don't know, with AI, you got to question everything. But there was a song he said, I went to a daily party or something like that. And he started singing. And then there was also an interview. It's also Queen Tulsa, you should find that interview that he and Diddy was side by side. And it was so awkward because he was like, oh, what you guys going to do today? And Justin was just like he was disengaged. Like, you know what I mean? It was just off. And Diddy was like all hype. It was just off. You should check that out. Because I think looking back on that now, that tells something. Because like if that's your idol, why that's like excuse me, that vibe was like when you meet your idol and they are not what you thought they would be. That's why I was saying go look at that video because that's how I felt like, oh, you thought Diddy was cool when before you met him and you're like, oh no, this is not what I thought. So what's up, Black Pearl? Happy Thanksgiving to you. Let me see. Doreen is blessed. I hope you're blessed on this Thanksgiving. Kimberly Black says Lemon is overly friendly, which may be his demise. But I think that's just a lure of him to, that's just who he is. I feel like Lemon's always friendly. I mean, he ain't never been really, he's been very angry on his channel, but I think he's just a nice person. And people try to seize on that or take that or try to use that. So But with that being said, I gotta go, y'all. So if y'all want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ search key crowd. I probably just saved y'all from being audited by the IRS for the information that I share with y'all. But if you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ key crowd. Climax says the diddler made him that way. Sis, a young boy. Yeah. And you know what's crazy is who did that to Diddy to make him think that that was okay, right? Because usually people have that vampire syndrome, and we see this vampire syndrome over here. They want people to go to jail because they went to jail or they got hemmed up in the court system, so that they want them to get hemmed up in the court system. So who did that to Diddy to make him think that that was okay? That's the key thing that we missing. Who did? Yeah, I was about to say that Michi Black and Klondike, but I ain't gonna say that. But you know, because if you watch that Whitney Houston music movie, that he who couldn't have found out that he had a whole partner, Clyde Davis. I was like, what? And Clyde Davis, I think, had a family. And he can't. I was like, child. So, and at the time, did Clyde Davis pass away? Well, at the time, or maybe still is, it's really the gatekeeper. And who just passed away? Quincy Jones. So wasn't Quincy Jones real close to Clyde Davis? Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Was Quincy about to say something that he wasn't supposed to say? And they said bye bye? I don't know. But that's quite coincidental, you know? And if you want to think about Epstein, how Epstein go pass away, take his life in one of the most secure jails ever? Was he about to say something? Was he about to talk? Did he say, F this, I'm about to rat? Mhm. Kevin C telling his story. Who Kevin C? Kevin Costner? Who Kevin C? Oh, Tevin. Tevin Campbell? Oh, okay. Can we talk? Well, I guess he talking for a minute. He look like he gonna be talking for a long time. That's the thing is that when people have things on their soul, like you can have. This is the thing. That's why they sell. That's why they tell you never sell your soul for money. And I feel a lot of people do certain things because they feel that money is going to erase or change how you feel and all that, make you have a certain exposure. I mean, or just give you this sense of euphoria. But and they found out that it doesn't. And now you still got that stain on your soul that you can't get rid of. And people just want to tell it all to exonerate, not exonerate, but to make themselves feel good, especially to not feel excuse. Let me rephrase that. They want to get it off their soul because that thing that they did has been a major sense of guilt for them, especially to those that they hurt in the process of getting to where they want to go. Once they get there and they see how unfulfilling it is, but they still have the weight of what they did to many people on their soul or had to endure so much. If you got touched and somebody say, I touch you or you don't get access to being a megastar, then you go down with a touch. That touch is still going to be on you no matter how world conquering that you become in your entertainment industry. You be like, damn, I gave up my soul and my innocence for this, and what I thought that I wanted is not what it is. You still got to deal with that. Like the soul is such a powerful thing because it gives us direction to where we're going to go and what we had to endure to get where we at. That's why they tell you never sell your soul, but we think that it's worth it. But it ain't, when we come to find out, it ain't worth it because you never know how you're going to feel once you get there. You don't think how you're going to feel. And then you wind up like saying, "Damn, I'm, I did this to my best friend, and I don't know about all that sacrifice shit. I don't know about that, but maybe maybe you had to sacrifice someone that you love to get where you want to go. That's crazy, Mm, insane. That's why I say y'all people, excuse me, claim that y'all want fame, but y'all don't know what what they had to do, what they had to give up to get it. And some people are soulless, you know, just being used by a certain entity. Michi Black says facts, not all money, not not all money, not good money. That's right, all money ain't good money. What's up, Love Blake? How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Love Blake says happy Thanksgiving, Miles chat. Oh, this is what I want to say as I close this out. Thank you so much to my moderators and supporter of the platform. I am truly thankful and grateful, especially on this day of thanks, because a lot of people have stuck with me through and through. Um, from the heydays to the day I purposely pulled the plug on my channel because one, the economy opened up. Like I told you, we don't make that much money on here. So when people tell you they making a certain amount, you should say, how much is that after taxes? How much is that after taxes, right? Then on this application, you get no benefits, right? You get nothing. Pretty much, I feel like is the only thing this thing is good for is being afloat. Now, mind you, some of the best things that come from it is the interaction with the people that you come across. But in terms of a business standpoint, it uses you up and it spits you out, and it takes so much time and it takes so much energy. And sometimes you have to do a self evaluation of that. Because like I said, we don't really make no money on here, to be honest. But like I said, I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful um, for the supporters that I've had. That because there's a lot of people that I sit in the chat, I see in the chats, and I'm like, damn, that motherfucker over here. I remember they used to be over with me, talking they love me, and then it's fine. I mean, that's why you have to have I call it a screen, because a lot of people say they love you when things are good, but then they decide to take their allegiance and their loyalty to someone else, which is their right, and I have the right to dismiss them when I see them again. Right? You can go to who you want to go to, but that's why I tell people be careful of the words you say love, because those are strong. Those are four letters that equal a very strong word. So when you love someone, it's not love is not contingent based on the situation or the circumstance. Now I understand this is a virtual application, but still, when you say you love someone, you're supposed to. I feel show that through the ups and the downs, not just the ups. And like I said, I see people in other chats. I'm like, damn. But but then people want to crucify you for your views, but yet they took their ass somewhere else to be part of the in crowd, which is their right. But I'm just giving you the mindset of a content creator and what we go through and what we see, because we can't publicly chastise from somebody for being where they at, right? Because they're adult, they pay their internet bill, and they can be what they want to be. But I'm just saying, be careful what you say to people when you say you support them. That's why I'm so grateful and thankful for the people I have, because they were with me from the inception of the channel to the highest advancement of the channel and to the moderate state that we're in now. So I would truly appreciative of those, because I know they rock with me through thick and thin, not just when the temperature benefits them. All right, so let me say hello to these people, and I got to go. The state being says, "Oh please, that sell your soul junk is nonsense. No one can force you to do anything. You did it because you wanted to do so. Now suffer the consequences that's come with that." I disagree. I feel that there's people in certain places in life where you want to get out of. And most of the time, you see that those who are taken advantage of are those who are in a disadvantaged state. I don't see no rich kids being taken advantage of. Let's just be honest. I don't. I see Justin Bieber was in a state of, even though he may have not been poor or disadvantaged, he was commonplace, meaning that he wanted to become a star. He wasn't of a higher echelon. So maybe he did, or maybe his parents wanted to do what they wanted to do to get him where he wanted to go, and maybe he had to do something. So, it's a lot of people, ask Dragons. If she had to suck a dick, would she do it to be secure housing? She'll say, no, no, no. If I told you, if I had to sit over here and Diddy walked up to Dragons and said, come to a freak off party and I'll make you a bad boy uh, dancer and you get paid $100,000 a year and have secure housing, I bet she would do it. And I'm just speak. I have to speak honestly. since you want to come at me and say it's a choice. No, it ain't no motherfucking choice. It's sometimes a choice for survival and a better life of living. Nobody wants to spend 365 days in a downtrodden state of life. And this person says, a freak off party, background dancer for Diddy, and $100,000. I'm going to the freak off party and hopefully change my life. So you either don't know. Everything in life is a choice. You had a choice to come up here and put your comment in the chat. And yeah, of course it's a choice. Life is about choices. Other than that, if you didn't have a choice, you'll be a damn slave, right? Who want to be a slave? So it's incessant poverty or do something for an hour or two, you know, and then maybe benefit and change your life. Those are the things that we have to sometimes do, unfortunately. But it's the people who have the power to present those choices to the person. Because then again, if Diddy never approaches dragons, then she's never presented with that choice. But Diddy probably approaching dragons because she sees that she may be in a different disadvantage or vulnerable state, right? Or you have parents up here who are trying to live selfishly or trying to see they can use their child as a vehicle to get what they want. They don't mind pushing their children on these people who have suspect tendencies. But everything is a choice at the end of the day. You can be out here on the streets of South Beach, you know, going and sucking Julio's dick, or maybe over there sucking a multi-million-dollar dick and get multi-million dollar benefits rather than Julio, who could just take you down to the local Benihana. I'm just keeping it in 100. You know, we adults here. So yes, I understand your choice is that your state is that everything's a choice, but sometimes choices maybe lead to a better life. Sometimes, but when people are taking advantage of people, that's the issue. Um, well, Jay Z gave Riri a choice to why. Well, Riri got wise and said, "Oh, you ain't making no more money off of me, and stop making music." That's why she over there making Etsy brands or whatever her brand is, and seeing that because Jay Z don't have no claim to that, but he saw that he was making money every time she made a damn song. Instead of going out there getting that shit out of in the mud, Dragons chose to suck dick. Well, maybe that's her way of getting out the mud. She's got to suck on a muddy dick because she knows she's not a good employee, or maybe she has mental or physical or other issues that prevent her from getting a stable income. Get out the window or sign that contract. Get out the window or sign the contract. What window? Fast food window? Fenty? Yeah, sorry. Fenty, now she's a billionaire. Yes, not Etsy. Fenty. No, she's just lazy. Okay. We don't never. That's why I don't trust people. We never know any person's past trauma, so I'm not up here to know her. But like I said, in my broadcast said, be careful of laziness because laziness can confine you to a future of laziness because you get used to working in a lazy state, and that's one of the worst things to ever have is be lazy. Remember the singer Cheryl? She said she saw the bad side of fame and begged her dad to stop. In so many words, that's why she stopped making music. She said, "Oh hell no." I agree. I agree. Sherelle said, "This is what she said." Sherelle said, "I agree."
Oh hell no!
E-
Oh hell no!
exactly. It ain't all what it's played out to be. A lot of smoke and mirrors. Oh, you up and cooking? Okay. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you too, Miss Creole Butterfly. I hope it tastes good. Oh, okay. A choice sitting. I got you, Klondike. All right, y'all. Well, I'm out of here. What'd you say? I'm sorry. I'm making Jay Z gave Riri that choice. Oh, Lord. I'm glad you're still here. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope that I gotta really go, J9, so it's gonna be like a 2 minute situation, and I got to bounce for real, for real. All right, there it is. Feel free to hit the link. Come quickly because I got to go. Sally O'Malley says, "Done fell asleep and Auntie Donna trying to help." What? That was random. Um, Uber is calling. How's she gonna get an Uber when she can't? She got no government license. And is really Uber paying the people what they're worth too? You rent out your car. You gotta pay for your own insurance. What's up, Jada? How you doing?
Hi, Sir King. Happy Thanksgiving.
Say to you, happy Thanksgiving.
So I just have to tell you this real quick. I ain't gonna hold you, but you really need to go and see about your protege.
Damn, what did happen now?
So your protege was trying to organize a cooking competition between Malik and Purple Peach. And your protege suggested that they make chicken Alfredo. And Malik said, well, if we're going to be making chicken Alfredo, then I might as well be making some spaghetti. And your protege said, no, I would choose the pasta over spaghetti any day.
Well, I could understand Lemon in that point. Maybe he's thinking spaghetti is like the regular straight hair, you know what I'm talking about, rather than the turned up noodle kind.
But spaghetti is pasta.
I know,
Don't make no
I
excuse
know.
for him. And he trying to organize a cooking competition. When I heard him say that, I said, you don't need to be trying to do no cooking competition at all. If you don't know that spaghetti is already pasta, you don't need to do nothing like that at all. But
I
anyway,
think
I just have to tell you about that. Because I'm like, what the hell? I couldn't believe that.
I think I understand. I think Lemon is young, so he may not know certain things, a vernacular of certain things, right? Pasta.
But how young is he? Because I mean, Lemon is only 5 years younger than me.
But that's almost
I've
half.
been knew spaghetti. I've been knew spaghetti was pasta since I was a kid.
Well, Jada, we
It's
know
pasta.
You operate at an advanced level though.
Also, you saying that Lemon is slow?
Lemon is moderate.
He seemed a little bit slow, but that's all. What you about to go do some Thanksgiving stuff today?
Yeah, I'm about to go to church. I have
Oh,
to cleanse my spirit. Yes,
you ain't going to nobody's church
yes, I
on a
am.
Thursday.
It's
What?
Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving.
I don't believe you, Sir King.
I am.
Okay. Well, tell the Lord I said hey.
Well, maybe you should join me sometime.
Well, I don't go to Thanksgiving. I don't. I don't go to Thanksgiving. I don't go to church on Thursday. No,
We can tell you don't go to church on any day, do you?
no. My family is out of the church. I watch church on Facebook. You crazy?
On Facebook?
Yeah, my home church. My home church is still in Mississippi. If you think for a second I came out here to Atlanta and got baptized around any of these people, TD Jakes and all these mega churches, absolutely not. I
Well, what is
prefer to watch my home church.
right? But you still be having the ways of a heathen, J Dunn.
No, but I give the Lord thanks and I give him time. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but he said, "Don't be
Like
giving me
I'm
that."
able to, huh?
But then, has he ever told you, "Don't give me that shit"? If you gonna act like Lucifer's child,
But I don't act like Lucifer's child. That's what you think.
girl, you talking about trafficking kids? What are you talking about?
I ain't say I was gonna traffic no kid. What I
Okay.
said was if somebody could eat a dog when they got kids, then don't be crying if something happened to your kid. That's what I said.
I see you clean that up a little bit, man.
I ain't cleaned it up at all. My point is still my point. It was my point originally, and it's gonna always be.
Okay, well, I hope he forgives you.
Who forgive me?
The Lord, Jesus.
So you think that the Lord is worried about a YouTube debate or
See,
argument? Please,
you think the Lord is happy with
please.
your ways, J. Dunn. You put a woman with a new.
Yeah, he's very happy. He's very happy with my
I,
ways.
I
That's why
understand.
that's why I still got shelter and a roof over my head. He ain't happy with dragons.
No, that's due to
Look at dragons and look at me.
that's
Look at
called
dragons and look at me.
your mama. Okay,
No, it's because of the Lord. You crazy. The Lord made my mama. My mama wouldn't have got here without the Lord.
so we're not gonna get in the Lord debate. and I'm not gonna try to disrespect you unintentionally talking about your mother. Okay?
Right. Well, you just brought her up, but see, I ain't say nothing. But you had a fit about me bringing up Lemon dead ass brother.
Don't start that, J Dunn. Don't start that because the
You
J.
started it.
I didn't start shit.
You started.
I would say that's the reason why you were blessed because of your mother.
Right, but my mother came from the Lord. My grandparents came from the Lord. The property I had came from the Lord. My blessings come
Not
from the Lord.
necessarily.
My
Not
strength come
necessarily.
from the Lord. My
J
health come from the Lord. Even
Dunn.
when people was trying to take me in court, the Lord was right there. So what are we talking about again?
J Dunn. Your grandmother, your mother was respectful of the way of the Lord, therefore they were blessed. Unfortunately, fortunately, however you want to look at it, you're
Oh,
benefiting.
I'm respectful of the Lord.
I didn't say you weren't respectful of the Lord. I just think your actions are the antithesis of the way the Lord would like for you to conduct yourself.
But you can't say how the Lord want me to conduct myself.
The Lord does not want you acting like a motherfucking heathen out here. I can tell you that much.
You can't tell me that. I mean, Lemon over there drunk all the time. Do the Lord want him doing that? Go over there and tell him.
But Lemon does not profess to be a man of the cloth or the Lord.
I'm not professed to be a woman of the cloth either.
But you just said you watch him on YouTube every Sunday.
I do. I watch
I mean,
church. Yes, I
sorry,
do.
sis.
But I'm not a person of the cloth. The person of the cloth is like a Jay Wilson. Go over there and tell him.
Well, we know the Lord may be not happy with him at all either.
Right. So yeah, I never said I was a preacher, a pastor, none of that. But when you tried to ask me about church, I said, yeah, I watch it on Facebook, not YouTube, Facebook.
Oh, that's the key thing. You watch it, but you don't live it. I got you. I got you.
Oh, I do live it. That's the reason why I bless so many people. I blessed you a few times. You forgot?
You ain't blessed me recently. I don't even know if you ever sent me a cash
Because you was ungrateful when I blessed you back then.
how was it? You pulled out a gun on my platform. Do you think you'll get gratitude?
Either way, I blessed you.
No,
I blessed you. You was
no, no,
ungrateful.
no,
So
no.
no, you ain't gonna get no more blessings.
I don't want no blessings from a person that gonna try to sabotage my platform. Hey, girl, you are some entitled self with your false entitled behind. You think you pull a gun at me? You don't buy no privileges to pull a gun out on my platform. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
No,
Because again, I
okay.
still been right here in the comfort of my home.
That's
The
good.
Lord
That's good.
blesses me.
The Lord blesses me too.
You the one that tried to say the Lord don't bless me.
Girl, you know
I
what?
never said that the Lord don't bless you. You tried
Okay,
to pass
girl.
judgment.
Okay.
So you better pray about that when you go to Thanksgiving service.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
All right, pray about that, Sir King. Pray about it.
you pray about it. You need to go and extend your YouTube services. That's what you need to do. Okay.
I need the what?
Extend your YouTube services.
No, I
I mean,
don't. I
sorry,
don't need to do
Facebook
nothing.
service. Your Facebook
You
service.
need to go tell. You need to go tell Lemon that spaghetti is pasta. Go tell your protege that.
Why don't you tell her you had direct access to him in the background?
Oh no, because I got him blocked.
All right. Well, I prayed while I was talking to you, and the Lord told me to do this. Since you want to pay to disrespect my channel, bye. Good. She flushed her own damn self. That's what you can ask for. See, when religious conviction is on your soul, how should think it's okay? I pay. That is not payment, y'all. Y'all don't pay to disrespect people platform and try to get it terminated. Like, what the hell? I pay you. You were ungrateful. So I'm supposed to be grateful that you pulled out a rusty, crusty Toys R Us revolver on my platform and then said, "Oh, it's okay, Dejan. I'm gonna call you Dejan or Dejan, because you gave me prior proceeds under the disguise of support." Girl, see, the one thing, if we're going to talk about religion, you do not have wisdom and discernment. And you need to get back into the Bible, because that's one thing you don't have: wisdom and discernment. You don't understand that how you treat people, okay, it's not a gateway to continue turmoil that you think you should be exposed to due to the worldly currency by which you operate by, that you think gives you the privilege to disrespect. And when I say worldly currency, not godly currency, worldly currency. And the only reason that J Dunn gets away with what wants to or thinks she can because of the worldly currency. Jay Dunn, the worldly currency that you were passed on to because of the mother and the grandmother that reverently served the Lord, and unfortunately that you've been a beneficiary of, is not, well, does not constitute you being able to disrespect people. And unfortunately, that worldly currency is not one that will be permanently here. So, what will you do when you find out that you run out of that worldly currency and have to depend on godly currency that you are currently bankrupt of? Okay, all right, get into that. Okay, Hmm. Anyway. Hmm. Worse than King Tulsa child. What's up, Maverick boy? How you doing? Happy holidays. I'm blessed and highly favored. No, no, you're not blessed and highly favored. You're pseudo blessed or falsely blessed and highly flavored. Okay, highly flavored. Not highly flavored. Child. Okay, what's up, Brixton babe? How you doing? Thank you for moderating in the chat. I appreciate you, y'all. I got to go. I am going to church, and after having contact with that person who think they could purposely destroy my platform and then get compensated for it, or I should feel gratitude. She said I was ungrateful. No man, no woman has ever told me I'm ungrateful. You ain't no motherfucking king or queen out here. I'm Sir King. Okay, you J Gun or whatever your name is, G Gun or G Nun or Dundada. What the hell is Dundada? That means you over finito. That's right, Dundada. Dundada nothing. And since you want to get on limit, you should be over there messaging him right now because you know you got 3, 4, 5 accounts and tell him that spaghetti is pasta. Okay. What's up, Auntie Donna, baby? Y'all stay fit like Auntie Donna. She over there looking fine as wine. Over there looking like J Lo. Now I don't know if she like J Lo, but I don't know if she like J Lo, but she over there trying to look like J Lo. Okay, all right, hold ahead. I'm sorry, Auntie Donna, but I gotta be real messy real quick. How your background look better than Treasure Lane? You stole Treasure Lane background. Treasure Lane had a whole nice background before he moved. Now we see what the depths of that gray couch that looked like a whale. But Auntie Donna, I like that background. I was like, that why James Caldwell can't get that? Now, James, I'm not putting you in no mess with Treasure Lane, but I just had to call that. I said, damn, Auntie Donna got a nice background. Why can't James get one? He called him the connoisseur of fashion. How Auntie Donna outdoing you in the background department? Anyway, I'm out of here. I gotta go to church, y'all. I gotta get cleansed after dealing with J Gun or whatever you want to call her, G Nun. I'm out of here, y'all. Bye. Have a good day. Woo! Thank you for y'all. And for this y'all coming in late, I just want to thank you to my moderators, those in the platinum chat, for my supporters. I appreciate y'all because without y'all, there would be no me. All right, y'all have a good one. Oh, it's a blanket covering a door. That's not what it looked like to me. It looked like it was something like real flashy or something. But damn, James Caldwell did. He need to get a blanket covering the door if it's looking stylish like that. Because like I said, he over there looking, sitting down in a stuffed down couch. That remind me of a whole damn whale or something out in the middle of the sea. Now leave mother alone. He is a mother to you, but not to me. And on that note, I'm going to go. Bye, y'all. See you later. See, that's how you be messy and try to start shit. Now, if he want to clean me up, that's good because we know he ain't cleaning no greens over there at Thanksgiving, right? So that's probably the cleanliest thing. The thing that he gonna do that's cleanliest of all is try to clean me up because we know he cooking over there with no dirty greens, a dirty ham, and all that stuff. Anyway, play the clip, child. You want to play the clip, Sally O'Malley? Somebody was coming after you, Sally O'Malley, and said you did something too much. Now they say you robbed you on the rails. I don't know if that's true, but I'll after this I'll play this clip in honor of James Caldwell until he has to go. Bye, y'all. He has never looked better, huh? He has never looked better. All right, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving and have a great day. Be thankful if you ain't got nothing. Listen, y'all. And I'm not saying this to be shady, but y'all could be like Dragon. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all got food, y'all got shelter, y'all got electricity, be grateful and thankful because y'all could be like dragons. And then again, dragons should be thankful that she met Papi Chulo. You know, because they over there, she's probably spending Thanksgiving with Papi Chulo. I'm probably gonna spend Thanksgiving over there, tonight. So, just be thankful that y'all got health. If y'all got health, and even if you ain't got your health, be thankful that you got maybe a distraction like YouTube. And if you ain't got nothing, just be thankful that maybe you have hope for another day that things will improve. Okay. Ooh, Lord, I thought you thankful for your bill. I thought you said something else. I thought the bills had an A in it. I was like, what? All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all take care and have a good one. Ooh, child. Oh, bye. Just be thankful and grateful. All right. Bye, y'all.
Sir King.
Rain down, Lord, please, let your love fall and rain just
Sir
rain.
King.
Lord, please, just rain down.
Sir King.
Let your love just shower us the rain. Lord,
Sir King.
rain, Lord, rain, rain, Lord, rain, rain, Lord, rain, rain, Lord,
Sir King.
down, Lord, rain, we need it, rain, Lord, rain down, Lord, rain, we need it.
Sir King.
I make it rain down, Lord, rain, we need it. I make it rain, Lord.
Sir King.
All right, before we go, make sure y'all subscribe to Regina's Truck, Cars, and Jeeps. She is now combating inflation by being her own car dealership. So make sure y'all buy a car for Regina's Truck, Cars, and Jeeps. I was just joking, but good to see you, Miss Virginia. Thank you once again. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Take care. Maybe a change you want to see in the world. Make sure you get your exercise after you eat all that plethora of food. All right. Make sure also you support Lemon and his pasta endeavors because that's going to be his new business that he's going to start up after he has his cooking challenge of it if it don't get sabotaged by Pizarro once again. All right. Bye, y'all. Take care. Have a good one.